Hello viewers, welcome to UNC Digital class. In today's class, I am going to discuss about one of the important topic of data structure, that is the insertion procedure in double linked list. I had already discussed about the insertion procedure in double linked list. We will implement that double linked list implementation by using the algorithm, and today class we will be implement that algorithm to its function implementation. Okay, so let me first define what is the structure of the node in the double linked list and what the list and where we want to insert the new node. So the structure of the double linked list is, that is struct node, and as we know that it is a double linked list, so it must have a pre-pointer as well as a next pointer. Okay, and both are the struct node type pointer, that is struct node star of p star of next. Pre-pointer used to point its previous node or used to hold the address of its previous node, and the next pointer used to hold the address of its next node, and the info part of the node contain the data which is be input by the user. Okay, so let me define the double linked list. So let's assume, suppose this is the list which is already created and we have to insert a new node in this list. Okay, so this list contains 3 nodes. They are located at location 100, 200 and 300 respectively. So these are the data which are contained by the node, and according to our double linked list concept, we will traverse the node in both forward and backward direction. So for forward traversing, the first node next part store the next node address, that is 200, and then second node store the third node address, that is 300, and the last node next part contain null because we don't have any node after that. In the same process for backward traversing, the last node pre part will store its previous node address, that is 200, and the second node pre part contain 100. Okay, and the first node pre part contain null because before that we don't have any node to traverse. Okay, so next we will be implement this insertion operation into its function implementation. Okay, so for info part we will be define those variable accordingly. Okay, so first declare struct node type one pointer variable, that is new, which is used to hold the address of the new node which is to be inserted at any position or at the first or the last position of the double linked list. There is another 2 pointer, suppose star of p and star of q. Okay, and initially these are initialized as null. So new is initialized null, p is also initialized as null, and q is also initialized as null. So these are the struct node type pointer are used to declare, and this pointer is used to hold the address of a node. Okay, so then we will declare int node. Okay, this variable used to hold the data which is to be stored at the info part of the new node. Okay, then we will be create the node which is to be inserted at any position of the double linked list, and we can create it by using the malloc function. Okay, so just create that node new. The new node which is to be created, the address of that node will be held by the pointer variable new. Okay, so new equals to struct node star malloc size of struct node. Okay, so now new node is created. Suppose that new node is this one. Okay, we have already defined the structure of the node in the double linked list. So the node contains 3 parts. One is the info part and another 2 are the pre and next part. Okay, so now we will store at the info part the inputted data and initially the pre and next part of the new node will be set as null. Okay. So let me input the value for the variable no. So give a message printf enter the number scanf %d ampersand no. Okay. So now you will store this no at the info part of the new node. For that I can write new info equals to no. Whatever the value is inputted for the variable no, that will be stored at the info part of the new. Suppose let me assume that value is 40. Okay. The next will be set the pre as well as the next part of the node which address is held by the new pointer. Okay. So that is initially set as null. Okay. So now the new node is created. Suppose let me assume that is created at the location 400. Okay. Now come to the insertion operation, and as we know that in the algorithm we have already discussed about the node can be inserted at 3 different places of the double linked list. That is at the first position, at the end of the list, or at the any position of the list. So for that we will be execute a switch case. Okay. So we must declare a variable ch which will be hold the choice value for the switch case. Okay. So printf enter the choice. Printf enter the choice. Okay. Suppose let me assume for 1 we will be insert the node at the first position. For 2 we will be insert the node at any position, and for 3 we will be insert the node at the end of the position. You can define your choice, and according to the choice you can input the data. Okay. So scanf %d ampersand ch. Okay. Then we will start the switch case. Switch ch. Okay. So case 1. Okay. In case 1 we will be insert the node at the first position. That means at this location we will be insert the node. This is the first position, and where the new node, that is 400, is to be inserted. So initially the pre and null part, the pre and next part of the new node is null, and the info part contain 40. So what can we do for insertion of the node at the first position? We will store the address of the static node of the list at the next part of the new node for the forward traversing. Okay. As well as for backward traversing, we will be stored the address of the new node at the pre part of the static node of the double linked list, and then we will be declare the new node as the static node of the double linked list. Okay. So let me define the statement for inserting the node at the first position of the double linked list. So first we will be set the statement for forward traversing. So I can write new next equals to start. Okay. You can see here the start pointer which is initially hold null, and when the node is created and the address is passed, it will hold 100. The starting node address of the double linked list is 100, and the new node initially null which contain 400 after the new node is created. Okay. So at new next equals to start. So new next means new is 400. So 400 next part will contain the value which is contained by the start pointer. So our start pointer contain 100. So it will store 100. When we store 100 in this location, so it point to this node. Okay. traversing. For backward traversing, we will be stored the pre part of the start equals to new. So I can write start pre equals to new. So it becomes 400. So this point to this for backward traversing, and then we will declare the new node as the stat node of the double linked list or static node of the double linked list. So I can write stat equals to new, return start will be written start node address to the calling part. Okay, then break. So this is our case 1. Okay, when we execute case 1, then it will be insert a new node at the first position. Then we will execute the case 2 for insertion of node at any position. So as we are inserting node at any position, so we must input the position where we want to insert the node. So for that, or for holding the position, we must declare a variable that let's consider that is suppose POS. So that declare that variable int POS and then input that variable printf, enter the position. Okay, then input the value for the position %d ampersand POS. Okay, you can input any position, that is, let's consider suppose this is position 1, this is position 2, this is position 3. You can input any position. Position 1 means will be insert the node at this location. Position 2 means will be insert node at this location. Position 3 means will be insert at this location. Okay, in this way we will be input the value for the position. So next we will be execute a loop to reach at the position where we want to insert the new node. Okay, so next we will be execute a loop. So let's take a for loop. For, let me declare the variable I, which is the loop counter variable. I equals to 1, and we will be continue I less than POS and P not equals to null. This is the condition, and I plus plus. Okay, and inside the loop will be stored every time when the loop is executed, we will be stored the previous node address into another pointer variable, and then we will move forward. Okay, executing the loop, let's assume the P will store the static node address. So P becomes, initially it will be null, and when I write P equals to start, so it will store 100. Okay, then we will start execution of the loop. So initially I equals to 1, and let me assume suppose the position is 2. Okay, and the condition is I less than POS. The condition is true because I is 1, POS is 2, the condition is true, and P not equals to null. P is 100, which is not equals to null. The condition is true. So as these both conditions are true, so the whole condition is true. As this condition is true, then we will execute the loop body statement, that is Q equals to P. So Q is the another pointer, initially null, and when we execute this, it will store the value of the P. So Q is 100, then P equals to P next. So P becomes 200, and we will next increment the loop counter variable, that is I equals to I plus 1. So I is 2. As I is 2, so next we will be check the condition. I less than POS, that means 2 less than PO, 2 less than 2. So this condition is false. So as this condition is false, so we need not be check the second condition, because this is the logical AND operator. Okay, so we will exit from loop, from this to outside of the loop. So when we exit from the loop, P contain 200 and Q contain 100. Okay, then we will set the new node at the second position of the double linked list. Rest of the node for the forward as well as for the backward traversing. Okay, forward traversing, so the node is to be inserted at this location. So this is our new node which is located at 400 location, and the list becomes like this. Okay, this is our list, and we will be insert the new node at this location. So the new node contain 40, that is info part, and the pre and next part is null. And now we will be insert the node at this location, that means at this location at position 2. So inserting the node at the position 2 will be set the forward traversing and backward traversing. For forward traversing, we will be store 400 at this location, that means the new node address at this location, and the next part of the new node will contain the value of this second node. Okay, for that we will be write the code. So first we can write new next equals to 100 next. 100 is contained by Q. So you can write Q next. So Q next is 200, which is will be stored at the new next. That means 200 will be stored at this location. Now this node is point to this. Okay, and we will be remove this link. So for that we will be store this node address at this location. So Q next equals to new. Okay, that means this will be stored 400. So now it points to this. Okay, and this link is removed. Okay, now we can see the forward traversing for double linked list is going on. Will be traverse this node, first node, that is 100. At the 100 next it contain 400, then we will traverse this node. At 400 next it contain 200, then we traverse this node. And the 200 next it contain 300, then we traverse this node. This is for forward traversing. Then we will set for the backward traversing. For backward traversing, we will be store the new node address at this location, and the starting node address, that is 100, at this location. Okay, so first store at this location. So 200 is contained by P, so I can write P pre equals to new. That means now this link is removed. Okay, so here 400, now it point backward to its previous node. Now we will store at this location 100. So new pre equals to 100. 100 is contained by Q. Okay, so in this location 100, so it now point to this in backward direction. Okay, so you can see in backward direction we will traverse from the last node. So the last node is visited at 300 which is located at 300 location. Then the next previous node is 200 location, this one, and the previous node for this node is 400 location, this node, and for this node the previous node is this one. So in this way we will traverse the node forward as well as backward. So this is all about your forward traversing and backward traversing for double linked list. And at last we will be written the starting node address. Then we know that in switch case we will be execute after execution of every case a break statement. Okay, so this is about your case 2 for insertion of a node at any position. Okay, then we will see at the case 3 we will be insert the node at the end of the double linked list. Now we will be insert the node at the end of the double linked list. That means the node is inserted at this location. Okay, so which is located at 400 location, contain info part as 40, and initially the pre and next is null. Okay, comes to case 3, we will be insert the node at the end of the position. When we are going to insert the node at the end of the double linked list, then we will store the address, the next part of last node as the new node address, that is 400. That means 400 will be stored at this location, and the pre part of the new node will contain the last node address. But for inserting the new node, we must reach at the last node of the double linked list. So for that we will be execute a loop. So initially we will declare P equals to start. So P null, and when we initialize, so P becomes 100. Okay, and we will be execute a loop to reach at the last node of the list. So the condition is P next is not equals to null. Then P equals to P next. This is the loop body statement. Okay. So let me execute the loop first. Initially P is 100. P next is not equals to null. That means 100 next is not equals to null. The condition is true. So next we will execute the loop body statement, that is P equals to P next. So P becomes 200. Then again we will check the condition. P next not equals to null. That means 200 next is not equals to null. The condition is again true. Then we will execute P equals to P next. So P becomes 300. And then P next is not equals to null. That means 300 next is not equals to null. The condition is false because you can see the 300 next contain non-value. So the condition is false. So we will exit from the loop. And when we exit from the loop, P contain 300, which is the address of the last node of the double linked list. You can see the last node address is 300, which is contained by the variable, the pointer variable P. Okay. Now we will insert the new node at the end of the double linked list. So for that we will be execute the loop statement. That means we will be stored at this location the new node address. That means at the next part of the P we will be stored new, and the pre part of the new will contain P. Then it will be set for the forward traversing as well as for the backward traversing. So first set for the forward traversing. For forward traversing I can write P next equals to new. That means at this location it will store 400. So now this point to the new node. Okay. And then new pre equals to P. So as P is 300, at the pre part of the new node it contains 300. Then it points to its previous node. This is for backward traversing as per our switch case conditions. So next we will be return a statement, that is the starting node address. Then we will execute a break statement. Okay, this is your case 3. Except the choice 1, 2, 3, if you input any choice, then there must be a default case. Default. Printf invalid choice. Okay. Then end of the switch case, then end of the function block. Okay. So this is all about your insertion operation or function implementation of insertion operation in double linked list.